All right. All right, now we're ready. Start walking. Ah, thanks, Strikes of Blue. Okay, I wish this was easier to work, but you know what? We're working on it. We got it. All right, thanks, Strikes of Blue. Should be the new title now. So I don't think today is going to be the most scenic of days. We're going to be walking up Route 24 here for a while, and that means lots of busy traffic and lots of things going on. But that being said, we're only like 10 miles away from the next subway stop, which is good. So I didn't even have to get anything when I stopped at that subway. I got breakfast, but I don't have to carry anything. We're just going to get ourselves a fresh sandwich up here in Huntington. Good morning, Danger Tater. How's it going? Good morning, T, and good morning, Pookie. How's it going? Morning, Richie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A fresh sandwich. We had a fresh sandwich for breakfast, too. Because there was a subway literally right there that we're walking away from now. But the next one's only like 10 miles away. How often does that happen? That being said, it's probably going to be a loud walk there. We are on this major Route 24 all the way to Huntington. Actually, I think we get off a little early, so hopefully it won't be too bad, but we'll see. Thanks, T. Big milestones out here. Good morning, Wow Pasta. Good morning, Middle Mike. How's it going? So yeah, I think 2 million steps, 1,000 miles puts us at around a third of the way there. Less than a third of the way there, I think, which is good. Very, very, very good. Did the manager tell you she was too busy to hear any stories like she did a few weeks ago? No, actually, Richie. Like she did. Okay, Richie, was that the one that you were talking about? Was that the subway? Because she did say that there was someone that came in before that let her know that someone was going to be coming through, walking across the country. Okay, so she at least remembered you, Richie, but she was, no, she was very nice to me. Good morning, Liz, how's it going? Just under a third, and good morning, Gecko Jeeper. It's hot. Whoa. She was a little, she was an interesting character, though, Richie, I will say. I don't know if it was the manager that was working or if it was a different person altogether. But she was, I could see her being rude, is what I'll say. That's awesome. Thanks, Liz. You know, we're out here just killing it one step at a time, making this thing happen. What do you call a hippie's wife? Mississippi? Whoa. They were busy with a large online order when we were there. Still tipped them 20%? Well, that's nice of you. Well, they weren't busy when I walked in there. I was the only person there, and I ate the entire time I was there. I was still the only person there. No one else came in. I gotta tell you, Gecko, I love that energy. Come in here and start right off the bat with the dad jokes. It's kind of energy we need here. Look at how excited you've made tea. Good morning, Miz. How's it going? Oh yeah, Beat Tracker. Day 48, another one in the books. Hey, good morning, Hawk Titan. I will say I got a good shoulder. It's nice to have room with the rumble strip instead of fighting with the rumble strip the entire time. That being said, this road is busy. Too busy for my liking. Anything to make teas down here, lol. How deep are those groves on the side of the road? The one I'm walking down now is probably about 8 foot deep. But it's covered in trees and vegetation, so jumping in there would not be pleasant while possible. It's, yeah. Oh, is that what you were talking about? The rumble strip also? Those grooves, this is an aggressive, like Strikes of Blue was saying, this is an aggressive rumble strip. These grooves look like they're about 2 to 3 inches deep, which is not how deep they usually are. At least the rumble strip will give you a heads up if someone is not in their lane. Yeah, I'll hear them coming a mile away. Looks deeper on camera. Nah, it's an aggressive rumble strip for sure. Thinking it's looking like 2 inches deep pretty much throughout all of them. Right. I was like, I gotta take some WD-40 to the front wheel here. It's clicking a lot. Some highways have those type though. I guess. Where I'm from in Massachusetts, right? We're pretty lame with our rumble strips. We have them, but they're like barely even anything. Like you can just ride over them and it sounds like a gentle hum. Doesn't shake your car or anything like that. These ones will shake your car. We groove deeply in Indiana, and those deep grooves are known as killer cow traps. Ah, see, that's smart. You put them on the side of the road, Richie, so the killer cows can't get you in your car. Protects you, I see. Have me believe in the regular. Sorry, Miz. No such thing. Although there was, I forget when in history it happened, but there was like a mad cow disease, which was causing cows to go crazy. And then they were attacking people, so that did happen before. I'm wiser now. Let's get them subs. I'm with it, Bick. Come in here with that energy, man. Pump me up. So we already had a sub for breakfast over at a Subway we just left, but the next one's about 10 miles down the road, so we didn't even have to get another sub there. We're all good. I'm on that espresso. Ah, that explains it. See, nothing wakes me up, Vic, like getting passed by a giant semi-18-wheeler going 60 miles per hour headed in the opposite direction of me. That's what wakes me up nowadays. That's what gets me going in the morning. Today is the first day also of our reprieve from the heat. It's only going to get up to about 81 degrees today, which is still hot, but not as hot as it has been for the past 4 days. So I'm taking it. Hey, Bird, it's going great, man. How about yourself? You need an espresso machine? They're much safer. Yeah, no doubt about that. I'm sure. Like I said, though, man, that caffeine puts me right to sleep. It don't work like it worked for you. Also, I found a really good place to sleep last night. Just like a really nice, comfortable, soft place with a lot of grass and everything like that. Problem was, it was just adjacent to 2 baseball fields. And so I had to wait for the baseball games to finish before I started setting up my tent, as to not, scare the parents and their children. But the baseball games went until after like 9:30 at night. So all of a sudden I'm here setting up my tent as the sun is going down. Barely any light left, trying to figure out what's going on. Finally I got it set up, but I didn't get to bed until late last night because I was waiting for that to finish. Sky Mixes, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Seriously cannot believe you just passed up all this free food on the side of the road. You talking about the roadkill, Vic? One thing I have noticed about Indiana roadkill, a lot of dead frogs for some reason. I don't know what's killing all these frogs, but a lot of dead frogs. It does look tempting, Vic, I'll give you that. Alright, real quick now, we've got some people here. Zara22, Def Cloaks, My IQ 69, Hungry Hugo 1. Thank you guys all very much for the off-stream follows. And, sorry, Corey on steroids. Appreciate it. Appreciate all yous. And welcome to the walk. It's better to die than to live in Indiana. That seems a bit aggressive, Vic. I actually really like Indiana so far. It's, Indiana is a lot... How do I put this? It's a lot more different than Ohio than I was expecting. Everyone was telling me that it was pretty much the exact same as Western Ohio, but it's not. It's like, there's a lot more trees, a lot more forested areas. It's not all just plain open corn land. I mean, we'll see as we keep going through the state, but it's a lot more different than I was expecting. Here's a laugh for everyone this morning. I'm an official chicken farmer now. Was at work an hour this morning before I noticed the chicken poop on my pants. Well, there you go, Aaron. Wear it like a badge of honor. You're awake and alive today. Only 18 miles to go or so. Hey, Badges, how's it going? Yeah, we got a Subway halfway through our day, so we're feeling pretty good. It's not, I've been there, and it's where souls go to die. Good morning, Carpet Curious. How's it going? Whoa. Nah, Vic, you know what my only problem with Western Ohio was? Is the fact that it was so open and there was so few forested areas that it was almost impossible to try to find somewhere to sleep at night, to find a place to tent up. And it was like awful. You would walk for God knows how long just trying to find a place. Well, here in Indiana, so far it's been pretty easy. I thought you weren't a breakfast person. What changed? Foxy Grandpa, what changed? The next Subway isn't for 10 miles down, and I needed to get something in my belly before making that hike, so I had to use that Subway and eat my foods. How many hours you been at it already? Been walking? Not very long, Badges, about an hour. But even then, most of that hour was me eating at the Subway. And then I also went to the Dollar General across the street from there to get myself some more sunblock because we were running low, so not very long at all. Was that the first breakfast Subway? No, we've had a couple Foxy Grandpa. I think that was probably the 4th one, maybe, on this trip so far. Your estimate what's the fastest vehicle to pass by over 100 miles per hour? Oh, I think we've definitely had one middle Mike that was well over 100 miles per hour. He was just cruising. Absolutely, I would not doubt that at all. Luckily, he was like it was a 2-lane road and he was in the 2nd lane, so it's not like we were in danger or anything like that, but he was moving. Good morning, Flip. How's it going, man? try to start at first daylight because it can get hot in the afternoon. Good morning, Portos. I try badgers, but lately, especially within like the past 2 weeks, I've been really bad at it. So normally I try to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. It takes me an hour or so to break down my camp, get everything packed into the stroller and all that good stuff. And then I try to start walking at 7. But lately I've been going to bed too late for one reason or another. Last night, like I said, was because I had to wait for those baseball games to finish. But because I went to bed too late, I found it really hard to get up this morning. So I didn't actually get up until almost 7. And then, like I said, I was packing my stuff until 8. And then, you know, I started walking then. If someone tells me there's your grandmother house in Indiana, you can move to US and live there for free, I'll be happier than ever. I like that, Train. Yeah, Indiana's beautiful. Good morning, Beats International. I'm thinking Vic's attitude about Indiana was because when he passed through, he got attacked by one of our wild cows and does not want to tell anyone about it. It's awfully embarrassing to get attacked by a cow. I get that, Vic. For the sponsorship, they're only paying for Subway. Anything else like sunblock or drinks you get from other places is on your budget. Exactly, Foxy Grandpa. Yep, they're only paying for the food. Everything else like sunblock, even the water that I'm getting, I'm paying for out of pocket. What children's game occurs when Dwayne Johnson buys a cutting tool? Rock, paper, scissors. Well, rock pays for scissors. My average bedtime is about 5 a.m. I've been trying. I was really good about it when I first started Flip, and I was going to bed at like 8 o'clock every day, mostly because I was just so exhausted I didn't really even have a choice. But my body's gotten a little bit more acclimated to these long distance walks, and now I'm not so exhausted at the end of the day, which ends up being a bad thing because it means I'm exhausted in the morning. It's a dramatic memory. Lol. Good morning, Dougie Frisch. How's it going? What happened to the locator link? It should be on. Yeah, I have it tracking right now. Try typing in ! map Dougie Fresh, see if that pops up. Minnow Mike, actually, caffeine has an adverse reaction to me and it puts me to sleep rather than giving me energy, so no to the coffees, unfortunately. You can use slices of Subway ham as an alternative to sunblock. That's true, just slap them babies on and you got it. Morning, Mom. Just sounds like you gotta walk a little further to be more exhausted. There's only so many hours in the day is the problem, Foxy Grandpa, and I'm using up all them hours walking. Do you ever add on a Capicola at Subway where you say add the gabagool so people think you're from New Jersey? I haven't yet, but I'll give it a try. Add that gabagool. Foxy Grandpa, I've been trying to figure that out for months now. The best way to get it so that I'm walking in my sleep, I don't feel the pain of the steps or anything like that. Unfortunately, I have not solved that mystery yet. Caffeine does the same to me too, knocks me right on out. I'll do it on like a Sunday morning if I got nothing going on, Miz. I'll just take a hot cup of Joe because I like the taste of the coffee, but it puts me right to sleep. You think this is safe to do walking across America? What are the negative things you would take away from it, like fast traffic? Fast traffic, it's mostly just distracted drivers are the most dangerous thing I think I face on a day-to-day basis. People that aren't paying attention and veer off the road, and then last second they either see me or they don't see me and I gotta try to jump out of the way. That's not great. Other than that, it's not bad. It's pretty safe. It's all about what you do and the decisions you make. Were you camped near a baseball stadium / island? Yeah, Beats International. I was camped right next to 2 of them. It was a really nice park, and I love sleeping and finding places like that because it's usually grass bedded instead of trying to sleep on like a forest floor. And the grass beds are really soft, and it's a really nice place to sleep. But the problem was, kids were playing until 9:30 at night last night, so I couldn't even set up my tent until 9:30. Finally found that song that I was thinking of. It only took a few weeks of casually looking for it. I just clicked with it on shuffle for 40. Good morning, Gracie. How's it going? And good morning, Ziggy. Glad you found the song. Morning, Subway Sean. Have a great Friday. Get those miles in and stay safe, my friend. You're awesome. Such an inspiration. Thank you very much, Knockout Pete. And good morning, man. Yo Kermit the Frog. How's it going? Yo Kermit the Frog. always get a little nervous too when I hear someone shooting out to my left. Not that I think they're aiming for me or anything like that, but I'm always a little worried that they're not being responsible with it, and all of a sudden a stray bullet's coming my way. Oh, I don't even have to ask, T. I know it's Hey Nani Nani. Of course. Yeah, glad to hear it, Kermit the Frog. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Late at night, joy wave. Oh yeah, that was definitely a gunshot, T, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Shooting killer cows, I betcha. Good morning, Finger Peyton. How's it going? And good morning, Hoover. Have you tried skeet shooting? It's really fun. No, actually, Badges. I've never been skeet shooting. I'm sure it is really fun, though. How are you today on this fine Friday? Is Pooper allowed to talk now, Bick? Is that what's going on? I can't even get the artist name right on the first go. No wonder I couldn't find it. Nope. I don't know why. It's like 15 degrees cooler than it was yesterday, but for some reason it feels hotter. Probably just more humid. Hoover needs to get back into his cage. Oh, okay, just checking, Vic. For the first time have you brought anything that you realize you don't really need? And on the other side, do you wish you bought something with you? Well, Foxy Grandpa, I answer this question the same way almost every time. It's, I wish I had brought spare inner tubes with me. I did fix that. I ordered them and now I have them with me, but initially I wish I had brought them. The patch kit was not enough and it did not work, and I found myself fighting with that flat tire. It was awful. As far as bringing things with me that I didn't need, I was pretty good about limiting everything because I was really, really afraid of being overweight. There were a couple of things that I still have with me that my girlfriend wanted me to take because she was worried I might need them, that I have not used, I do not need, but I took them just for her own solace. So I don't know if I can say I regret taking them, but also they're just added weight and I don't really want them or have a need for them. That being like a headlamp, yeah, that kind of thing. You were closing in on Huntington where they hunt stuff. Oh, no kidding. That is where the next subway is, though, is Huntington. Do you feel homesickness being away from home? Yeah. I've been traveling a lot in Badgers for work and for school and for everything in my life. So I have not spent a whole lot of time. I mean, that being said, obviously, I miss the girlfriend. I miss my little nook and cranny where I was living, all that good stuff. But I'm an adventurer by trade, man. That's what I do. I love to just go out and see the world, so I'm happy to be doing it. Like a framed picture of her? No, that would be nice. I wouldn't mind having that. It's like mostly like a headlamp, which is only a couple ounces and doesn't make a huge difference, but at the same time it gets in the way when I'm pulling stuff out of the bag and I just don't need it, you know? Just small stupid stuff like that, Foxy Grandpa. Solar Blade. Twitch TV is his home now. Exactly, Flip's got it. You almost lost 30 plus pounds, so you can always add 30 pounds to your backpack weight, and it's not like it's increasing the overall final weight. You know, I guess that's true, in a way. Beach International, about 2.5 hours, probably, till the next subway. Foxy Grandpa, did you ever hear there's an expression for weightlifters called weight moves weight? And it's basically just like, the bigger you are, the thicker of a person you are, the more weight you're going to be able to put up, just physically speaking. So I feel like dropping the 30 pounds means I can probably end up pushing less, even though my leg muscles are more developed. It's kind of a weird ting. Morning, Jacob. How's it going? They sure Japan will now jail online trolls for a year and they make it a $2,000 fine. I'm going to. I would love the Strikes of Blue to just sit in on a court hearing for someone being accused of being an internet troll. That sounds hysterical. How do you prove that? Hey, Terrorist Tool, how's it going? It's a new level. That's what I was just saying, Beck. Beck, I'm literally picturing you as a defendant in the courtroom. Used to carrying more every day. When you weigh more, though, extra muscle or just what? Yeah. Special troll jail. They all go to the same jail, and the only difference from other jails is that there's no access to computers at all. And continue to troll. Imagine just bantering with your friend online and someone reports it and you get jailed. That's what I'm saying, Poultry Motion. How do you prove anything like that? Also, good morning. And good morning, Westlove. How's it going? Hashtag justice for Bick. Release my boy. He didn't do anything wrong. Lol. How do you plead guilty, Kappa? How do you plead? Can I have the death sentence, please? No? Oh, okay. The question is, did this troll act and trite in court and then say, I'll change my life and be kind to people? Or do you just double down and troll the judge? You have to double down, Beck. You absolutely double down. Good morning, JKB. How's it going? Don't trolls live under bridges? How do they end up on the internet? Ah, they got computers under bridges. Beck is the worst troll on Twitch and shit. See, that's an aggressive sentence, Boober. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. I also think, according to Strikes of Blue, now jail and a fine of up to $2,000. I don't know if you can get the death penalty for trolling. That seems like excessive punishment. Free Pubik. Oh boy. Ooh woo, says Poober. Interesting. Imagine if it turned out Bick and Poober are actually the same person. That would be hysterical. Just one guy typing with both hands on two different computers, talking to himself. I am Poober and Poober is me. Like I was saying, Badgers, Indiana has not been as flat as I was expecting it to be, man. Everyone was telling me that Indiana was just basically a continuation of West Ohio. And it was for like a little bit, up until I hit basically Fort Wayne. But everything after that has been like on a slight incline uphill the whole way, but also like really forested. It's been weird. I always imagine Bick and Poober like Bert and Ernie posting comments from their twin bedroom, or I don't remember their names, Flip, but you know the two Muppets that sit in like the theater auditorium and they just shout out, just trolling the performers. That's how I picture Bick and Poober. The peanut gallery. As the two old guys. There you go, T. Great minds think alike. Bick and Poober are more like the old guys in the back. Yep, yeah, Gecko. Great minds, man. Great minds. Statler and Waldorf. Okay, Ziggy, how do you know their names? Oh, okay, Gracie also knows them. But yeah, those are the ones. Yeah, I'm glad we all agree, Gecko. It just makes sense, right? Probably when you get to Kansas, it'll be very flat. You think maybe there's no such thing as flat land. I don't know, Badges. I hear eastern Kansas is also pretty hilly, according to Hoover and Helmet. So we will see, but Just Indiana has been more or less flat than I imagined. Yeah, carpet curious. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of it, nope. But yeah, at least I have this nice shoulder and rumble strip to protect me from these maniacs that are just flying. What's your favorite Muppet? Mine's Swedish Chef. I like Animal. Yeah, Miz, I'm with you. Animal's great. I was a drummer when I was a kid, so I identify with them. Cooper, can you believe they're calling us Muppet? Vic, you are a Muppet, man. Oh, hat trick. That's a good point. Beaker is a solid choice. There's a Family Guy skit where they make a joke about how Beaker was working for Stewie and was stealing some supplies in order to make meth to sell to Big Bird. And that was a pretty funny skit. It makes me laugh every time I think about it. I'm going to report this channel for bullying. Do it, Poober. If you report me and I'm in Japan, I guess now I can get arrested. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a very fuzzy wuzzy and had no hair. Vic probably is the Swedish guy. That's true, he can cook like nobody's business. Oh boy. I have also found Prince Jesus. If you type in !map, it'll give you my real-time location. And that'll work. I'm also realizing that in the state of Indiana, moving over for a pedestrian is no longer a thing. People just don't do it. Like, watch, this is like 4 cars right here, right? All in a line. You think any of them are going to move over? They didn't move over. Nope. Hey, one of them did. I'll take that. 1 out of 4, 25% move over rate. That ain't bad. Do you think Sean will end up quitting somewhere in the desert and will commit seppuku? That sounds drastic. Hey, Donnie Jenkins, how's it going? Like I said, for some reason, the weather says it's not hotter, but it feels hotter than it was yesterday. With the freeze-dried snow. They drive so fast. What is the speed limit there? If I had a guess, Miz, I'd say 60 miles per hour. Because that's that. Yeah. I actually don't even know if it looks like they're going 60. Maybe 50? It's up there, whatever it is. But like I was saying, I don't have a problem with how fast they're going. I just like wish they would move over. Especially on a highway with 2 lanes. But they refuse. And then the problem is when they drive that close to me, I get hit with the backdraft afterwards. And it like pushes me backwards. And it's not a great time. Fighting the wind. Indiana was the first place I saw with 70-mile-per-hour speed limits. Oh yeah, Prince Jesus, they got them. They got them. You're probably right, Carpet Curious. I think it's right around 55. Hey, humanity, how's it going, man? I heard aliens live in the desert and might get a beam by an alien one night. What are your thoughts on Area 51? You should visit to see if it's real. Unfortunately, we're going to be pretty far south of Area 51, but it would be fun. And if I get beamed up by an alien badges, that's just another experience. I'm okay with that. Bring it on. Hat trick. Yes, we will be passing through southern Colorado, like towards Durango, and then down to the Four Corners from Durango. Maybe Sean will end up living in the desert as a shaman of some sort. And hella DEA agents, huh? That cloud layer would be holding the heat in and making it feel hotter than it is. You know what? You're probably right, Miz. That's probably what it is. Also, Half to Mayo, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Oh, no kidding, Patrick. I was in, well, middle Colorado last year. May of last year. I went there for my brother who was graduating from the Air Force Academy. So we flew into Denver, drove down to Colorado Springs, and it was absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. I am so excited to head down and see what the southern part looks like. Down to clap cheeks with an alien. I don't know about that, Carba Curious. I'm a faithful man to my girlfriend back home, even when it comes to aliens, but, you know, I'm down to meet him. Sounds like fun. Oh, no kidding. So you know the area well then, Patrick. It was absolutely beautiful, man. We spent basically the entire time just playing on Pikes Peak, I'll be honest, but it was beautiful. It was awesome. Have you had any rocks or little pebbles hit you or Mr. Wilson as the big trucks pass by? All the time, Foxy Grandpa. All the time, yep. Yep, I call it road debris and it just shattered us. Oh, I'm excited, Patrick. Coming in here with good news, let me know Durango is gorgeous. We're going to find out for ourselves. When is Subway going to add a prime rib sandwich? When the cost of prime rib goes down and they can afford to, I would assume. But that sounds delicious, man. I'd give that a shot. Hey, good morning, Blue Carrot. How's it going? There haven't been any cool cars yet, have there? There's been a couple. Obviously, they're driving pretty fast by us, Pooper, so we don't always catch them. But there's been a couple. And alright, T, I can take a hint. So for anyone that might be new to the channel here, just so you know what we're doing, we are currently walking across the continental United States of America from Boston, Massachusetts, where we left on May 1st, all the way to the Santa Monica Pier in Santa Monica, California. The whole trip is going to span over 3,044 miles, take us anywhere from 5 to 6 months to complete, and we're going to do the entire trip eating nothing but food that you can buy at a Subway restaurant chain. All in partnership with a great charity organization called Big City Mountaineers, which is an organization that takes kids and adolescents from underprivileged communities out on adventures in nature and the wilderness. It's a really cool organization, and I'm really happy to be partnered up with them. Whew. Also, we are currently sponsored by Subway. They are paying for all of our food from here on out through the rest of their journey to Santa Monica. They are making a $10,000 donation to the Big City Mountaineers charity organization, and they are giving us a custom made-to-order baby stroller, which is awesome because we currently use a baby stroller to push all of our gear and equipment across the country so that we don't have to carry it on our backs. Burgers, Nelson, as possible. Well, good morning, Helmet. How's it going? Hope you stayed cool and slept well. I actually really did. I found a really nice place to sleep. The only problem was it was next to a baseball field, and they had 2 games going on, and they played until like 9:30 at night, so I couldn't even set my tent up until 9:30. Which means I slept late. Not quite, Badgers. We're just about at our 1/3 point right now. Our halfway point is going to be sometime in early Kansas, I believe. How's this roll holding up? When does Subway send your Wilson Mark II? I sent them a message about it last night, Humanity. Hopefully they get back to us sometime today so that we can know. But supposedly sometime soon. Sometime before we hit Peoria. Mr. Wilson, lol. Prime rib sandwich with horseradish and au jus. Now you're talking. That sounds delicious. I really saw a vintage 60s car parked up that Sean walked past yesterday, but couldn't tell what it was. I walked by a car at the end of the day. It was a Stinger, a 1960s Stinger. But that was off street. I doubt you guys didn't see that. It's lost on me though. Unfortunately, I'm just not a big car guy. If Davey was here, he'd appreciate it though. He loves his cars. Stingray. I'm trying to think. I don't even think it was a Stinger. I think it was a Swinger is what it was called. A Schwinger. It was not a Stingray, no. I'd like to go to Holland someday, wouldn't you? I would, yes, Gecko. I'm curious what Subway does to add solar, or if it's worth the wait. Yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see for sure. Like I said, we have Mr. Wilson at least until we get Mr. Wilson 2.0 or Mr. Wilson. So if we find that we can't take the upgraded version for some reason, either it's too heavy or something about it's just not right, like we can obviously continue on with what we have. We'll see. We'll run it through the gauntlet, man. We'll test it out. Make sure this baby's going to work for us. Here's the human guy, not a car guy. Exactly, Ziggy. You know what I'm saying. Hello. Ah! That truck just drove by so close it blew my hat off my head. Luckily, I had the chin strap on. Saved it from blowing all the way down the street. Finally, made you want to check out a city in Michigan named Holland. They have a tulip festival each year, and yes, there is at least one windmill there. If you had to be part animal, what part animal would you be? I would like gills. Gills would be good. I feel like not shark gills, because those are the broken ones that mean you gotta keep on moving forward, but like fish gills. Be like part bass or something. If you were a car, you'd be an old Buick with the digital speed gauge. If you do accept Mr. Wilson 2.0, are you tossing out the OG Wilson or sending it back home? I haven't figured it out, Foxy Grandpa, yet. Unfortunately, I think Mr. Wilson even now is feeling a little bit too beat up to donate to someone. Which isn't great. But we'll see. I mean, we'll offer it. If someone wants to take them, we'll donate them. If not, we'll probably send them back home, but I don't know. It depends on how much the shipping's going to cost. You're going to need a wide brim hat to protect your ears and necks. Oh, we got it, humanity. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this bucket hat. Look how styling we are. Look at this thing. Woo. But the problem with the wide brim is it catches the wind from the cars rolling by and then it blows off my head. Good morning, ABC. How's it going? Roadrunner work for Sean right now. Oh, that's true. I guess I should prioritize some sort of animal that's good at walking or moving, huh? Rather than gills. He would be an animal or an anamorph and morph into a dolphin. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. I like dolphins. Right now, for a camel, go a long time without water and wide feet for walking distances across the desert. Yeah, again. Again, you guys are playing it smart, choosing animals that would help me on this adventure. I just want gills. So if it takes you about 6 months across America, you think by horse it would take them about 3 months to get across America? It's hard to say. I don't know. Yes, Beach Tracker, it is a dead at fuller every day. Yeah, humanity. My beard hair grows a lot faster than my head hair. Today's your lucky day, a really nice shoulder to walk on. Yeah. He might get the hump being a camel though, but the hump is what holds the water. That's what you want. You could swim the Mississippi if you had gills. That's what I'm saying, Boomer. Gills would be sick. Like I said, it wouldn't help me very much on this journey, but it would be still cool. Wilson will be famous by then. He's been halfway across the U.S. by then. Food Spoon, thank you very much for the subscription, man. That is awesome of you. I appreciate it. ABC, I did. Instrumental. I found a great place. It was in a nice little park called Roanoke Park in Roanoke. The only problem is that it's right next to a couple of baseball fields, and the kids were playing baseball until like 9:30 at night, so I couldn't even set up my tent until 9:30. And then by the time I got in there, it was like 10:30 after unloading everything in the dark and fitting it all up, so I didn't get to sleep until late, but it was a nice spot, very comfortable, and I was happy with it. Once you get over 35, your ear hair grows faster than anything. Looking forward to that. For the desert, are you going to get some desert clothing, like be draped in all white long pants and long sleeves? Probably not, Foxy. We're probably going to be dressed exactly like we are right now. The only difference is all of our spare and extra clothing is going to be gone. We're sending that back home to make room for water and for food. And those are pretty much going to be the only things we carry with us through the desert. Because once you get through the desert, right? Once you get out of Arizona and start going through like the Mojave Desert where the really dangerous parts are, you're basically in California at that point. So we're not going to need as much as we have now. You can get sponsored by Long John Silver's for your Mississippi swim. Don't even get me started on Long John Silver's, Poober. I will go off again. It's a bummer. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. If you figure out a way to make Asian carp edible, you will be a bazillionaire. Actually, yeah, you probably would. So this makes you a professional walker after this. I think I am, because I'm already sponsored, Badgers. So I think I am a professional walker. Other people were calling me a Subway-sponsored athlete. Also, Hike the Earth, man. Thank you very much for the resubscription. That is awesome for the 2 months. Much love, dude. Hail the Subway. Called lol. Love it. Maybe get an umbrella or an umbrella hat to block you from the sun. So the problem with an umbrella, Foxy Grandpa, is it adds a huge amount of resistance. So right now, right, when I'm walking on the side of the road, I'm already getting hit by the wind that's coming off of these cars as they blow by us. If I was holding an umbrella, I would be getting carried backwards. Wouldn't be great. Good morning, Random Tangents. How's it going? Professional Subway thingy guy. Hey, Flip, the other day, people were calling me a Subway-sponsored professional athlete. Hello. Athlete and a dad hat with a stroller. Carpa Curious, thank you very much for the 10 bits. That is great of you. I appreciate it. That's my incognito mode, by the way, B-Tracker. I look like a dad just walking down the street so no one questions the baby stroller or the hat. Like I said, if I could do one thing to improve the outfit, I would add a fanny pack. That's about it. Have you even heard from your contact at Subway? Just wondering why they didn't follow up with the Fort Wayne. I haven't heard from them since like it would have been Thursday of last week. No, I haven't. Like I said, I sent them an email last night, so we'll see what they say, ABC. Walk on the other side, wind will carry you forward. It's good in theory, Mayor of Canada, and I do use that sometimes. The only problem is walking on the other side is really, really dangerous because I just cannot see the cars coming. At least now, if someone gets distracted and goes off-road, I can see them coming and jump out of the way, but if that happens behind me, it ain't good. I'm thinking there's a lot less traffic in the desert than there, so maybe less drag for cars. It's possible. Right now, we're going to rely on the bucket hat. The real desert strategy, though, Foxy Grandpa, is we're just going to walk as close to night as possible to avoid the hottest parts of the day. That's the main focus. Funny you call them fanny packs, we call them bum bags. Fanny packs and bum bags. Both butt related, and I like that. I appreciate that, Miz. I hope they come through with that Mr. Wilson 2.0 with the solar and such. Oh, they will, ABC. They have to. They posted about it on their own social medias. And it's all part of the sponsorship agreement that they have to honor. So, no worries there. No worries there. No wonder the USA confused me. Yeah, fanny also means butt. Bum bags and fanny packs, both different ways of saying, butt bag. Sounds like Wilson got outfitted with a windmill. You would be generating enough power to sell the Excellence. You know what? I probably would. We get hit by a lot of wind coming off this truck. UK fanny means, oh, okay. I did not realize that. That adds a whole nother layer to it. Has Mr. Wilson ever stroll away from you and you have to chase him down like in the movies? All the time, Badgers. All the time. All that literally happened this morning while I was setting up the streaming gear and kit. I was like, I had to pull the box out of him. I pulled the box out and I was holding all my cables, pulling them through the hole that's in the middle of the box there to get them all set up and ready to plug everything in. And while I was doing that, I turned my back away from him for 3 seconds and he was halfway down the Dollar General parking lot. Happens all the time. I thought I told you that. I don't remember you telling me that, T, but it's possible. I just don't know where they get that from. But then again, I also don't know where we would get a fanny being a butt either. So, nothing makes sense. I know, Carpa Curious. The problem is, a lot of the time I press down the brakes with my feet, but they don't fully engage, and I just, am too lazy to get them to fully engage. So, I just let it go, and it just rolls. Hope this continues for the rest of the day. You and me both, ABC. You and me both. Like I was saying, Indiana is very different than people were telling me it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more of that open field flatlands like Western Ohio was. But no, they actually have trees and shade here on the side of the road and places to sleep. It's kind of nice. Explains my confusion. Happened in this chat? I'm sure it did too, T. You're probably right. Hey, sweet friends, you talking about this white stuff? That is a dry bag that is covering my hiking backpack that I am pushing in a baby stroller that the camera is mounted to. Unfortunately, the camera is not mounted high enough to avoid catching a little bit of that on the frame, so it's there, but that's what we're dealing with. Is Mr. Wilson sick of eating Subway, hence why he runs away? Probably. Well, you know, Mr. Wilson and I get into fights all the time. Hey, I just found a bracelet on the side of the road. That's fun. More road trip. When Sean's sleeping, someone hook up a motor and a remote to Wilson so we can make him randomly run away. That would be funny. I just googled Mojave Desert. It's beautiful, but looks so lonely. Stunning scenery though in parts. Yeah. Although Miz, I'll tell you, the loneliness is not the part that scares me. I have been alone for quite some time now. The heat is what scares me in that desert. And good morning, Twisted Logic. How's it going? Yeah. Sorry, that was a yeah to Flip's treasure comment. I have so much jewelry now that's all broken and busted and found on the side of the road. We lived in Carmel Inn for about 8 years. This is much different than Carmel was. Fair enough. Hunter 93 SD, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Hey, Nico, how's it going? On the move again, I see. Oh, you know it. Rain or shine, man, we're out here walking across this beautiful nation. Whew. Although I will say the heat came and knocked us for a loop. We stayed 2 days inside that hotel instead of just one. So I guess not every weather condition, but you know, rain or shine, we're out there. Until the heat makes me sink back away. Next to Subway is going to be one of them buying gold places in Sean. Something tells me that this is not real gold. I'm no appraiser though, how do I know? Could be, I guess. It's gonna be hot in Germany this weekend, over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, nearly 40 degrees Celsius, and I hate it. Nico, I hate it too. So for the past, not yesterday, but the 2 days before that, it got up, the real feel got up to 110 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was brutal. I didn't even walk those days, but I had to go out to run errands, like do my laundry, get lunch, dinner, food, and stuff like that from the Subway. And it was absolutely just atrocious. Gold-plated wheels for Mr. Wilson. Smelted down and played them up, right? I like that hike the earth. Each and everything, it's definitely not the scariest road we've ever been on. It is nice, at least we have this shoulder. But I'm not super comfortable with it either. We got that today in the UK, unbearably hot here. Oof. Oh yeah, KJ Dub, this is a fast road for sure. We're thinking that the speed limit here is probably around 55 miles per hour. But like I said, at least we have a protective barrier in the form of this invisible shoulder to save us. Oh boy. Let's take a look at the Google Maps real quick. Oh, come on. Okay, so we are going to turn on to 200 East. Am I reading that right, or am I bouncing? Yeah, 200 East. Cool. And a ditch if you need it, exactly. Hey, 314 now, how's it going? No Twisted Logic, actually. We're going to be, well, I think we get back on 24 after we take our detour. But we're going to be turning off in probably about what looks like a mile or so here onto 200 East, and we're going to go take that pretty much down into, or no, sorry, 200 East, and then we're going to turn immediately onto some other back road, and we're going to take that into Huntington for a Subway there. Yeah, Haterade East, but just for a little bit, just for a little bit. look on the bright side, folks. We don't shovel 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's true. Ah, my hat blew off again. Thank you, chin strap. And the rumble strips are out of your path. Exactly. Nothing worse than the roads in Ohio that you had to walk on the rumble strip. That was absolutely horrible. Does walking give you motivation instead of watching TV at home all the time? That's my honest response, Badgers. That's probably the most I can say is like, Sometimes while I'm out here walking, all I'm thinking about is just sitting on the couch watching TV, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like I'm accomplishing anything, just like the same would be said if I was just sitting at home watching TV or something. Like, nothing's getting accomplished here. I'm just walking. I think 24 goes right to that subway. Why are you turning off? I don't mean to be a backseat walker. No worries, let me just take a look. So, this is what I'm looking at here. This is the map, right? Our subway is all the way down here, 1260 South Jefferson. 24 goes up and around Huntington's University up there. So it looks like this road here is the 24 bypass, the bus bypass. So it looks like we're going to jump back on it, but it's on 224 is where it is, not 24. Get lost easy, check the map and try to keep on track. Well, hey Super Story, how's it going? Are we there yet? Almost. Backseat walker, people in seats sit not walk. That's true. She's got you there, Pooper. She's got you there. You're actually on Mr. Wilson's back, Pooper. You guys are in the baby stroller. How many days do you have left in Indiana? I don't know for sure, Badgers. I mean, I can take a look when we get to this next subway. I'd have to obviously look at the map and we can see what we got going on. But it's not very long. I think we're in Indiana for about a week, if not less than a week. It ain't a very wide state. I meant spiritually, babies. Oh boy. You're on my like that. Hey Bean Counter, how's it going? One-fifth of the way to my 100,000 sub, getting closer, but far. Uh-oh, Foxy Grandpa. You know, the problem is we're a third of the way into the trip. You gotta start earning fast, man. My little sister calls me a baby all the time. Well, can we go to TCB Games? Where is TCB Games? Is it next to the subway? If so, maybe. That sounds like fun. That's alright, Foxy Grandpa. I'm not sure when or how or what, but at some point I'm sure we'll do more gambling and see if we can't get you up there. Will you pass near Gary, Indiana? No, Beat Tracker, I don't think so, unfortunately. Where is Gary? I'm terrible at geography. So there's Carmel, which is what ABC was talking about. Probably. Alright, how do I get more points, chat more, besides watching more? Watching more, I think, is the only way, Foxy Grandpa. Did we just redeem a hydrate? What's going on here? That was for like 2 days, T, just so you know. Well, I'm going to restart the stream over here just to check something. Alright, we did get a hydrate. So, sweet friends, here's the nipple in the mouth. And there we go, we are hydrated. thought it was illegal to walk on a highway unless your automobile broke down in the West. It's illegal to walk on what's called an interstate or a limited access road. This of which is not one, Stormy. So this, believe it or not, is a road that it is legal to walk on. Subscribers can earn points faster, and tier 2 or 3 get points even faster. Thanks for the hydrate, street friends, really watching out for me. Making sure I'm staying healthy on our mission across the states. I also don't know if you guys noticed that, but while I was bent over drinking from my nipple, a couple of big trucks passed on by and actually some right. So we have the USA to avoid those interstates. That was a big thing on the planet. Big trucks drove in Oh, perfect. Look up on that one. No, I said a couple of trucks drove by and started blowing Mr. Wilson backwards, and I had to grab him and stop him from going backwards. Sorry. I think you can earn even more channel points by gifting subs and bits, but I don't know that one for sure. No, I was just saying I was bent over drinking from my nipple and a couple of trucks blew by and started blowing Mr. Wilson backwards just from the sheer force of their wind, so I had to grab him and hold him from going on his own. I was just talking about it because someone was asking whether or not he likes to run away, and he does sometimes. He runs away. Nothing I love more than a big old sign blocking my path in the middle of my shoulder. What do you call a man with a rubber toe? Roberto? No. No, not really, Pooper. This is kind of more of a slave kind of relationship. I made my purchase of Mr. Wilson about 2 days before I left for this cross-country journey. We did not know each other. We did not train. He was just, like I said, purchased and dragged along. Doesn't look like it. Nope. You have no idea how weird it sounds to a Brit to hear you say you were bent over drinking from your nipple. Oh, trust me, Miz, that's weird to an American, too. That's a very strange thing to say, but for some reason, that's what this piece on the end of the camelback is called. It's a rubber nipple. How much life do the tires get before you need to get them changed? That's a good question, Stormy. We have now popped both of our back tires at one point or another. One of them made it like probably 300 miles. The other one made it almost 900. So there's a pretty wide variance there. But we just ride them until they're dead. We don't worry about changing them. Kinky blow. Subway contract. No. I wouldn't say it's not a slave thing so much as like an indentured servitude. His contract time will expire. It'll run up, and then he will be free. Man. What is the speed rating of your tires? Well, I'll tell you what, we don't exceed 3.4 miles per hour, so I'm sure we're well under. Bike tires is a 16-inch tire bike can go, I guess. Winter Subway have people in chat watching the progress? They do occasionally, Miz, yeah. The PR team that I've been working with is in chat every once in a while. Is it okay to how much you've spent so far on this trip? Sure, it's okay. I don't know if I have a good answer for you, though, is the problem, Foxy Grandpa. it's been a lot. So I spend about $500 a month just on cell phone and mobile hotspot usages. It's been about 2 months. There's $1,000 there. Spent $1,000 or like $900 on the encoder. A couple $100 on the hotspots, of course. $120 times 6 for the power banks. That's what, like another $800 there. And then on all the food that we bought before Subway got involved was probably another couple thousand. So basically, what I can tell you, Foxy Grandpa, is I budgeted about $25,000 for this trip. But that's to take care of my rent back home, my student loans, my car payment, and all the food and technology needed for this trip. So it's been a lot. You make there no road closure when it comes to construction. Well, are they going to supply you with tires / inner tubes to the 2.0? I don't know. Probably not, ABC. In which case, I hope that it's another 16-inch tire so that I just have everything I need, and then they don't have to supply them, but we'll see. Good morning, Shayna. How's it going? And good morning, Manawatu Express. How's it going? Does this count as walking with you if we watch Switch every day? I feel like I'm experienced to walk with you. Badgers, it absolutely does. I'm down. That's the whole reason I'm streaming it, man. This is that people that are interested in the trip or thought about taking it or just, you know, have any level of interest at all can feel like they're on board, can see what it's like to do it. A new pair of shoes. We're already on our second pair of shoes, Superstorm. We have our first pair and never need them. Third pair probably coming up pretty soon. 100 and the would the next one. Over 6 times 80. $180. You and what? I can't. Sell because we are losing. Like it. You know what's funny, T, is that was my first thought too, is that has to be pooper. Tuna vomit. taking his Pooh's dog walk. Totally new, by the way. My hat got blown off again. We're gooder? Are you sure, T? All good? All right, sweet. Is my voice back, or are we still roboting? Wait, yeah. All right, we gotta keep walking. All right, we're good. Yeah, it seems like the roboting fixed itself. It's just a bad service thing, but anyway. So tuna vomit. The reason why we were talking about your name is on this channel, right? So we are currently walking across the continental United States of America. There's an name in the voice normal. Thanks. Well, but we're currently walking across the continental United States of America, eating nothing but food that you can buy at a Subway restaurant chain, right? We have a command here, or not a command, what's it called? A channel point redemption thanks T, where you can redeem 100,000 channel points in order to design a sub for me, and no matter what you design, no matter how delicious or disgusting it is, I will have to order it and give it a try, and try to eat it. So T here, and another together and with pickles. And it was disturbing. That makes us want to vomit. Perfect. Her makes me want to vomit. Alright, well, long story short, someone designed a sandwich for me that was tuna, meatball, mayo, pickles, and jalapenos, and all sorts of other bad stuff for me. I had to eat it here on the channel. A couple of other people from chat have also tried it and eaten it, and you should know it's disgusting, and the tuna in it makes us want to vomit, which is why tuna vomit is a funny and apt name. Hey, Mama Bird, how's it going? I'd eat that though, but I haven't vomited in a while. Luckily, no one has vomited yet, but it makes us want to vomit for sure. Oh, it was gross, KJ. And yeah, the flatbed was the problem. It does not do a good job at holding down the mayonnaise or, or anything really. It just slides around in that flatbread. And it is gross. For that one, Stormy, absolutely. That one was disturbingly gross. I only managed to take down 4 bites of it before I had to stop. I could not go any farther. Bick, being the monster that he is, though, finished it entirely, which was disturbing. But Poober, the guy that we were talking about, also could only get 4 bites in before he had to stop. And then he said he fed the rest to his dog, which was atrocious. And all we could think of was poor doggy. Poor doggy. Hey, the MTL Gamer, how's it going? I wanted to say hi, glad to see you're doing well. I'll try checking in again this weekend. Sounds good, I'll see you then. You say that, Pooper, but I don't know, man. I don't know how a dog could possibly like that. I don't know how anything could possibly like that. I don't know how Bick could possibly have finished that. Sandwich was a monstrosity that never should have been born. And I blame both T and Bick for it. That's what I'm saying, Helmet. What is wrong with Bick? Was it a quick high and by? I don't know. It could have been. I appreciate those two, though. They bring a smile on my face, Stormy. Although T, you know what is a little bit annoying there though, is that in that area where we were having the rough service, the BRB screen never kicked in, which isn't good because we restarted that, so that should be working now. You didn't name your dog Bick, did you? What did you feed your dog normally that it would think that that was a good sandwich? Dogs are just dogs, man. A dog will eat anything. Salmon donkey, that sounds pretty upscale. That sounds pretty good for a dog, right? So yesterday, T, the problem was that we had turned it off to fix some other problems, but last night we turned it back on, so now it should be working, but now it's not. So that's weird. We did lengthen the duration that it takes to activate it from 5 seconds to 10 seconds, but it still should have activated because we were there for more than 10 seconds with that rotten signal. Who knows? I'm just a walking man here. I suck at tech. Alright, another thing I'm worried about is we're taking this left here and we're walking off the main road. So I'm a little worried about signal that just started to come back going away again. But we're going to find out together. Let's see what happens. Oh my God, just move over. Oh, sorry guys, my hat blew off again. Because these cars refuse to move out of the first lane. Hey, Double Peach. So what we're doing is we're currently walking across the continental United States of America. So no hitchhiking, we're not allowed to get in any cars, but we're walking across from Boston, Massachusetts, where we left on May 1st, all the way to the Santa Monica Pier in Santa Monica, California. And we're doing the entire trip walking all the way across the continental United States of America, eating nothing but food that you can buy at a Subway restaurant chain. Besides you, I'm watching another streamer. His name is Sean also. Oh, no kidding, Cream Rig. What's he up to? What's other Sean doing? Oh yeah, Double Peach. It's a bit of an undertaking for sure, but we're doing it in the name of a wonderful charity organization called Big City Mountaineers, which is a group that takes kids and adolescents from underprivileged communities out on adventures in nature and the wilderness. It's a really cool organization, and I'm really happy to partner up with them. And also, yeah, like T has pointed out, we are sponsored by Subway. Can we see the hat? Yeah, Tuna Vomit, hold on. I need the chin strap on the hat to keep it from flying away when these cars blow by. Haven't heard back yet, dear. We did ask the question, but we asked it last night, and, you know, they only work from like 9 to 5, so hopefully we'll hear back today. Up, 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 up. It takes him a while to get in front of the camera because he has to put it... Yeah, my bad. You're right, Cooper, my bad. You know, Twitch TOS, you can't be shirtless on cam, so gotta adjust. But also, well, they did Tuna Vomit, so in the terms of their sponsorship, right, they're paying for all of our food from here on out for the rest of the way, all the way to Santa Monica. They are donating $10,000 to the Big City Mountaineers charity organization, and they're giving us a custom made-to-order baby stroller, which is awesome because we use a baby stroller to carry all of our gear and equipment in, so we don't have to carry it on our back. It also helps to be able to mount the camera to the baby stroller, so I don't have to mount it to myself and jiggle with it. I think the next one is going to be named Miss Wilson, and she won't like boys, lol. Right now, Double Peach, we are in Indiana, on our way to Huntington, Indiana, where there's a Subway store located so we can grab something to eat for lunch. Also cut his hair and trimmed his beard, super short at the start of the walk, channeling his inner Forrest Gump. Yep, we're going to see how long my beard and my hair will grow out over the course of this 5 to 6 month long trip. Thanks for the baby stroller. Well, haven't gotten it yet, but we're going to see it coming soon. She's going to be a lot more pretty than Mr. Wilson. Unfortunately, Super Stony, we changed the name from Mr. Wilson to Mr. Wheelson, spelled S-U-N, because he's solar powered now. That was the change we made. My sister lives in Indiana. Can you say hello? Hello, Tuna Vomit sister. How's it going? If you type in, like T just did, ! route tuna vomit, it will show up with a picture of her exact route map, and if we're going through her area, I can absolutely say hello. I actually actively encourage people to come along and say hi, stop by, tell me the story, tell me what's going on, and join us for a little bit of the walk if they want. I love meeting people. She loves that thing still. No worries. Sounds like Solar Tires. I wish. Hey, Italian Grandma, how's it going? That would be my dream, Stormy, is if I get like a remote control attached to it and all I had to do was push forward and it'd walk. That way I didn't have to push it. That would be amazing. But alas, here we are pushing Mr. Wilson. This lazy SOB, you know. My sister already probably wouldn't, but she's shy. That's alright. You absolutely don't have to come out and say hi or do anything like that, tuna vomit, but I appreciate it when people do, that's all. Oh boy. Oh, no kidding, tuna vomit. Look at that timing then, huh? Yeah, we left Fort Wayne yesterday, and before that we took 2 days break to just get out of the heat during that giant heat wave that just blew through here. And that's why we are where we are. Hey, Joji, how's it going? There's a brand of tire called Solar Tires. Oh, no kidding. I have no idea what brand these tires are. I guess I could just look, but then I have to bend down, and my joints aren't exactly working super well after 48 days on the road. What if I drive by and shoot paintballs? Would you be mad? No, Poover, come on down. I'm in, man. I've done that before. Can't 4 now, but she's in Indiana. I had Katie's sister's in it. Oh, I got you. No worries. Shoot tuna at Poover. So when I was a kid, I was, you know, a teenager like all of us were at one point or will be at some point. And my friends decided that they wanted to go paintball / egging people's houses that they went to school with. And I was like, hey, that's a really bad idea. Let's not go around destroying other people's properties. But they were pretty dead set on paintballing and throwing eggs and stuff. So I was like, all right, here's what we're going to do. You guys get in the car there. We're going to go to a track over here, like an empty parking lot track. And I'm going to run around like a madman. And you guys can feel free to shoot paintballs and throw eggs at me as much as you want, as long as you waste all the ammo here and you don't use it on someone else's house. So that's what we did for the next hour and a half. I ran around a parking lot in circles trying to dodge a car that was driving at me while they were shooting at me from the windows, just to try to stop them from doing something stupid. Huge quarry up ahead? That sounds cool, Yogi. Let's check it out. Tell us mischievous tales of your youth. Well, here you go, Boomer. I'd have such a carpal tunnel from pushing that buggy. You have no idea, Tuna Man. This buggy itself weighs about 90 pounds, and it is heavy after a while. We'll send as a company, BTW, it's a bike company, you can get the app. Oh, no kidding. That's pretty funny. Probably one of them electric bike companies, right? That's a pretty good idea, pretty good name for it. Alright, upsy daisies over the railroad we go. Trying not to get hit by this guy that's refusing to move over for us. Maybe. Alright, real quick, just checking the map out. We are taking a right here. Good. Good, good, good. Always good to not get lost. Sorry, I'll flag you. I know it's the front wheel. There's something wrong with the pin that, yeah, there's a pin in the front wheel that holds it straight if you want it to go straight. That way it's easier to run with, so the front wheel won't turn jagged. There's something wrong with it, and I don't know what it is. I tried fixing it, and I couldn't do it. But now it clicks when we walk. It's super annoying. So paying attention, are you going to Huntington? Yes. Yes, see, we are going to Huntington. That is the goal here. Tie rod is going out low. It's actually, believe it or not, it's been clicking all day, but it was so loud with the other traffic rolling by earlier, you couldn't even hear it. But now that we're on a back road, it's all you can hear. Oh good, it's just too funny. Imagine doing this trip 20 years ago before GPS was commonplace and having to do this whole thing before with the paper map or multiple paper maps. Twisted logic. I have all of the MapQuested directions printed out in a 50-page document to get us all the way to Santa Monica, just in case we hit a period where the GPS doesn't work or my phones don't work and we still need to walk without getting lost. So I have them. It is still here. He would have needed to have brought a navigator with him. I would have needed to find a way to pin it down so that I could just keep it out in front of me without it blowing away in the wind. That would have been the problem. Or a navigator. T, would you want to come along? Just like walk beside me with the directions there. Tell me where I'm going. Good morning, Mingatu. How's it going? Oh yeah, you do it? That's awesome, T. I'm in. Alright guys, you heard it here first. Next trip, it's me and T. Across some other country. Russia. We're doing it. Next time I want you to try it by stopping and asking directions just to see where you end up. Lol. Listen, worst come to worst, Stormy, we know just head west and eventually you'll hit, somewhere on the west coast. Which counts. We would have walked across the country if we get anywhere on the west coast, even if it's not Santa Monica. Although today, with as much cloud cover as there is, it's kind of hard to tell where west is, but we'll figure it out. Get a compass or something. In Russia, Subway eats you, lol. Oh boy. Sorry, my joints are hurting today for some reason. Specifically, my knees. But that's okay. We're just gonna walk through it. Hey, thanks for moving over. I appreciate it. If you do Australia, be careful. It gets really hot in the deserts here. Oh, it gets really hot in the deserts here too, and I am not looking forward to it. The truckers carry tires to make it across. That's probably a pretty good practice, Stormy. I would imagine truckers should do that in every country. Just carry spare tires. But I know that Australia is a lot more arid and the desert is a lot wider than in most other places. I guess I did, Mingatu. I guess we did. I hear you guys are getting hit pretty hard by it, which is unfortunate because apparently air conditioning is not really a thing in Europe, huh? Their tires melt, that's crazy. Flip, no. They don't even sell like window air conditioning units for you guys? That's so rough. I'm sure my 2.7 can keep up with your 3.4. I'd slow it down, T. I'd match your pace. We got this. No worries, no worries. Actually, it's a good trick. If you're ever going hiking or going on a long distance trip or something like that, take someone that's in worse shape than you are, because you will feel infinitely better about yourself, knowing that the reason that you're having to stop and hold up is to let them catch up, It's just a giant confidence boost. Makes me feel real good. 78-degree fair in the UK today. Oh, Ravon, come on. That's not that bad. It was 110 in Fort Wayne, Indiana 2 days ago. Mini split for the win. Yeah, Yogi. There you go. Believe it or not, I spent the summer installing mini split systems when I was a child, when I was my teenage years. We have no air conditioner. That is so rough, Stormy. We have thermal heat and air, and it all comes from underground. Ooh. Well, either way, T, that's what I mean, though. Someone that walks slower than you do. or has to take more breaks than you do is even better. It's a great confidence booster. That's why I liked when Kyle was here. Because when Kyle was here, the end of the day would come and we would have done like 22 miles, right? And 22 miles is not a huge day. We've done longer. So I'd be hurting, because you're always hurting at the end of 20-something mile days, but he'd be really hurting. So I'd be able to go, oh, well, he's really hurting. I guess we have to stop here for the day. Oh, well, I would have gone farther, you know, but I guess we have to stop now. When in actuality, I wanted to stop the whole time. It was just great to have him as an excuse. It stays about 68 to 72 degrees year-round in the house. Oh, that's awesome, though, Stormy. That's perfect temperatures. Is it true that you told Boober that you appreciate Pubic? Of course. Actually, Bick, I believe it was T that was telling him that she appreciated Pubic, but I jumped right on board that train, too. I love the name Pubic. My feet and legs felt great walking with the kids, but that crazy grade at the lake killed me. Luckily, we haven't had any super crazy grades since like that couple of days in New York that were really, really, really uphill, really bad, but we've been good since then, so I can say nothing bad about it. That's actually, believe it or not, I think that's soy. Just because it's a little bit early for corn to be popping up yet. Corn's a fall crop. Pubic is Foot's names the best troll combo. The Wombo combo, the Pubic. There's a big truck coming down this little road. What is going on there? Oh, there's no doubt in my mind about that, Beck. You absolutely are the best troll team, the best troll duo on all of Twitch. I wholeheartedly agree, man. There's corn when I go to camp at the end of July in Missouri. Okay, yeah. July seems like when it might start to start popping up. Quarry up ahead. I'm looking, Yogi. I'm looking. Now is the season for corn. Oh, okay. I stand corrected then. Thank you, Maita. I tried to grow corn once when I was a youngin'. You know how all those youngins get into farming at one point or another. So I tried to get going into corn, and I got super impatient with it. And what happened was it started growing really quick for like the first 2 weeks, and it got to about like knee high, and then it just stopped there. And I got so frustrated that I ended up just giving up. And I never got my corn. When I leave camp, it's all gone. Ooh. The mystery of the corn. Where did it go? Oh, God. Sorry, drinking water, staying hydrated. Ooh. The old saying is knee high by the 4th of July, but Jersey corn should be coming by the end of July. Like I said, I got to knee high and then it just stopped. And I'm sure that's just how corn grows, but I was angry with it. I heard there's more than corn in Indiana. Uh-oh. What else do they grow in Tuna Vomit? We all wanted our corn to be knee high by the 4th of July. Well, there you go. The fat tuna? Alright, lay it on me, Bick. What's in the fat tuna? Is it just tuna on bread? See one. You can find them just about anywhere though, Bick. I got to a camp for people with disabilities, and it's fun Camp Barnabas. That sounds really fun, Stormy. But we would put some sweet corn in early for an early crop. I'm just impatient. I want my corn. Like, I want to be eating corn by the 4th of July. That's a barbecue food. Corn on the cob, you know? I gotcha. The fat chicken replace chicken with tuna. I don't want that big. That sounds disturbing. It's really expensive. Ooh. I'm not going to eat Subway tuna for the rest of my life. That's, you know, I can't put that past you, Cooper. I get it. I get it. It's like 5 days for, ooh, that is very expensive, Stormy, yeah. Oh, Den, thank you very much, or Odd N, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Tuna melt and chips, such good for lunch. It is good before you're in, but I'm kind of on the poober train right now, where I'm taking a little break from tuna. We're not gonna have tuna for a while. Single Gas Stations has a gas storage facility up the road on the right. Why you are seeing those big trucks on that road? Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. And it's good that the kind of the trucks that if they ever got into an accident or like a crash, they have potential to explode because it's gasoline. That's always fun. Maita, yeah, so there are two places you can donate. You can either donate to the GoFundMe page by typing in, you know, Dono or GoFundMe, or you can donate to the charity page, which you can donate to by hitting !charity. And that's all the money you donate to the charity page goes directly to the charity. All the money you donate to the GoFundMe page goes directly to me to help me pay for, you know, this trip. But that would be it. It's in the middle of a note. Tuna sub, hearty Italian, pepper jack, jalapenos, lettuce, extra mayo. See, it sounds good, tuna vomit, but I'm telling you, man, once I've had the tuna meatball sub, I just like don't want tuna again for a while. About 26.4K channel points. No, Vic, no. It's in Purdy, Missouri. I fly there one time a year from Australia. That's so cool, though, Starry. That's really cool. Oh boy. Sorry, guys, I'm being a big baby today, but my legs are kind of hurting me, actually. That's alright. Well, last year, but not the 2 years before because of the, you know, COVID reasons. I got you. Oh, my knees. My tootsies, my footsies, my knees. My lord. There's some sort of giant dome coming up ahead. I'm not sure what that is, but I guess we're gonna find out together. I always like giant mystery domes in the middle of nowhere, Indiana. It's always a fun time. Educated girl, Sean, you deserve no more tuna. Thank you very much, educated girl. I agree with that stance. Unfortunately, Bick has the power to force tuna down my throat, and I think he's going to use it. Life isn't fair. Oh boy. True, true. Well, the problem is, right, Bick has the power to force tuna down my throat, but I am the one that gave him this power. That's all on me. Hey, adventurous, how's it going? Nice to see you. It's nice to see you, too. Mom teaches surgical techniques at St. Jude's while I'm in camp. That's pretty cool. So I party and she works. Isn't it funny how life works out, Stormy? Where are you now, adventurous? We are in the middle of Indiana, headed towards the town of Huntington. Approaching a variety of chemical facilities related to said quarry. Okay. Now, you know what's interesting, Yogi, is when I think quarry, I think, hey, that sounds like a fun place to go swimming or to go diving or whatever, you know, checking out a quarry. However, then when I hear that there's a whole bunch of chemical facilities that are appropriated around said quarry, my drive to go swimming in that water drops real low. I also have the power to chicken, bacon, ranch you. The least amount of authority I could possibly have, and I'm definitely going to let it go to my head. Perfect, Vic. I would expect nothing less. Why do I get the feeling that when you do order a sub, it's actually going to be amazing? I hope so, Vic. I hope so. I hope so, T. I mean, what road is this? Good question. I have no idea, Tuna Vomit. I have no idea. Hold on. Let's check the GPS, see if it says. This is Hostler. Hosler Road. And we're staying on East Hostler all the way until South Broadway. Tell the way you want ever side. How's it in the past? "16, you're so near my sister." Oh, no kidding. No, I don't know what number this road is, but it's East Hosler. "Please change your name. It is offensive, and I will be reporting you." We told him the story, Poober, just that he knows that you and I both indulged in the tuna meatball. We also told him Bick did, but we told him Bick took it like a champ, unlike you and I, who suffered. "And what veggies do you want?" "Lettuce on the side." I usually do onions and green peppers because those vegetables hold better than like lettuce. Lettuce tends to brown and go bad really, really quick. No, not usually Befirden. But I think I'm used to the pollen on the trees and like the plants from where I'm from because I never get allergies. But I've been sneezing a lot recently the past couple of days here and in Ohio, and I think it's because of the cottonwoods. So I guess maybe here, but not usually. "I use the GoFundMe. It's not much, but every little bit, right? I like the content and your cause a lot." Hey, Maida, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for all of your help and support. It's from all the... You know, it's probably not, Vic. Probably not, but I can't disprove you either, so... You know, maybe. And thank you, T, for the Maida hype. Good morning, G. How's it going? The connection went bad for a few seconds and I didn't hear my answer. Oh, sorry, Adventurist. I said it was very, very hot out for the past couple of weeks, man. Or for the past couple of days, anyway. We spent 2 days in a hotel waiting out some 110-degree Fahrenheit temperatures. So we hadn't been walking for a whole lot in the last week. Or at least only 5 days out of 7 instead of 7. "Soybeans on your left, any city folk?" All right, perfect. Can you repeat it again? Yeah, sure. I hope you just heard it that time, Adventurist. I gotta try to walk on the grass here a little bit. See if this helps out. Yeah, that'd be it, Stormy. It's because I took a break for too long. My body readjusted itself in that 2-day break. Ugh. But that's all right. We just got to get through the first couple of days where it's probably going to be a little bit painful, and then the body should adjust back. Yeah, we stay flexible. The train yogi has not moved. Entirely loading up. Imagine taking a break from this. Imagine taking a break when I could be walking, man. Who does that? Imagine staying in an air-conditioned room with a bed when you could be camping on the ground in 90-something degree plus heat. Like, who would make that choice? When I go to PT after I miss some, it hurts too. Me too. Yep. But then once you get back on track and back on schedule, everything feels good again. Well, as good as it can anyway. I hate to say it, Sean, but it's going to get hot again next week starting Monday. Oh, I know, Richie. And we are probably not going to take any time off for it. We're probably just going to walk right on through that heat wave. We're just going to stay closer to the minimum of 20 miles and farther from the maximum of 30 miles. Can we get some soybeans, please? No, Pooper. No, they don't sell those at Subway. Hopefully the weather will be better at this time. Like Richie was just saying, Adventurous, it does not look like the weather's going to get much better. Any good train art? No, not really. It's because these are all the cylindrical carts instead of the box carts, so you can't really have like a flat dry-on surface. It's going to be in the 60s this weekend and the 70s next weekend back here in good civilization. Well, hey now, Bick, we can't all be so civilized and have such nice, cool weather. Some of us have to suffer out here in the middle of the heat while we walk across the country. If it's any consolation, my head hurt for the 4 days you were missing. I'm sorry for that, Miz. I'm sorry about that. Lol. But we got back. We got the tech fixed and we got back on the road, and that's all that matters. I was crying for 4 days straight. Bick, I'm not sorry about that. You deserved it. Lol. It's a tag. You can do both. I think a tag has to be your signature, but like train art can be anything. Hey, Captain Howdy. It is going fantastic, man. We're, just putting one foot in front of the other and walking our way towards Huntington, Indiana. Let's not make plans we can't keep. Take one day at a time. Yeah, we'll see. That is grass to his left. How much mayonnaise do you think one of those train carts can hold? Let's see, is there a mayonnaise rating on it? It says the weight capacity is 90,100 pounds. So assuming that you could fit 90,100 pounds of mayonnaise in there, you could carry at least that much. 100% agree. Cool. What's in your body causing injury ain't gonna be good. You're right, Vic. We will not cause an injury. No. My body's good. My body's in good shape. We can do 20 miles a day. We've been doing it for a while now. Yeah, too. Your discipline on walking times might need to get implemented on these hot days. You're very right there, KJ. You're very, very right there. In fact, we did implement it a couple of times when we were in New York. Haven't had to do it recently though. On a big farm tank and quarry. Well, I've been hearing about this quarry for a while from Yogi here. Do you think Sean is a soy boy that likes soybeans? I think he needs to ignore his body. His body doesn't want to get more ripped. That is a lot of mayonnaise, Flip. Will you be walking dusk, morning, evening times in the desert? Yes, Befearden, that's the plan. We're going to avoid the hottest part of the day. We're going to walk from like 4 in the morning to like 9 o'clock in the morning, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Take a break throughout the hottest part. Try to get some sleep in the middle of the day. And then start back up again when it gets later and darker. How's the mental state? What you doing to relax? NATO filter, full clarity. The mental state is not as strong as it was a couple weeks ago. Definitely seen a little bit of deterioration, but I feel like we ride the wave here, and when you hit the lows, it's going to come back up, So we're still doing good. And as far as relaxing goes, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do because I'm trying to conserve as much electricity as possible for the streaming gear. So it's not like I'm watching TV shows or anything like that. Usually I just have like a book of Sudokus that I do, and that tends to keep my mind occupied. Losing his mind has been a very easy transition for Sean. Exactly, T. T is very right. The mind started off pretty much gone, and now it's just fully gone, We're gonna keep Sean's spirits high. You're right, Beck. You guys are keeping my spirits up. You're half right, because T is also keeping my spirits up. Just remember, you don't have to spiral out of control. You can also zigzag, sashay, or stride out of control. I like the sound of a sashay out of control. That sounds nice. Not doing that Siggy, not yet anyway. Haven't not had to resort that far down that rabbit hole. When I need to keep my mind occupied, I draw. That's certainly one way, Poover. I like that strategy. I have many of a friend who will implement that strategy as well. Lol. But I find I do just fine with Sudokus. Sudokus. All of these reverends are. And God, yes. You want me to make a tab strictly for anime girls? kind of in, but also very much so not in. I know this guy who claims to be an artist. He is really good at drawing flies when he sits out in the sun too long. Whoa. Nice one, Stormy. I like that. Don't worry, got to, oh, back to roboting. Cool. Cool, cool. Alright. Bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop. Beep, boop. Beep, 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 boop. Alright, there we go. Good. You can see the cell right there. Why am I on cars right now? Can if this perfect there. Tank. Oh, I sure that they are. We're just gonna get past it. Nice place to sleep. It's all these just theoretically we should be back now because we passed the berm and I'm up my phone. Mean higher else. So I'm gonna continue. You can hear me. Boy, this more road. Oh, oh boy. Talking to myself and I making was good. Doing that. Easy, easy. Oh, I went. Remember, I guess that answers that question. Whoever asked earlier, Sean isn't suffering insanity, he's enjoying it. Lol. Enjoying every minute of insanity. That's a good way to put it. Good. But easy as I was walking by that facility, and there was a giant sign on the fence that said, "Taking pictures of any way, shape, or form or video that I'm walking." That could be. Why didn't you say it sooner? Good question, Miss. But again, we're literally walking right next to a giant cell tower. I don't understand how we're having any service issues. Anyway. Oh boy. Blah, 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 blah. I think Yogi before whatever walking by had to. That is tower right there. There. It's right there. There's no ever was come back. Fusion tower of 4. What is happening? Walk on the see if that works. I don't know. Keep on walking. Oh boy. And hello. Pollution. When I said I'm that tower, you know, I mean, I have 4 bars phone, and then I also have an AT&T. I can check the hotspot. Winter power will think subscription if you have space. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Service issue moment, so I clear as I actually know. I promise this thing. What's going on? I said that staying. There was a whole coming out of his bunch of pollution. Good stuff. Connection. Hunt no connect. All we're doing is walking, man. All we're doing is walking. Every ounce of it. Try to put the music that you play. As you lie awake, the echoes of the amplifiers ringing in your head. Smoke the day's last cigarette, remembering what you said. Here I am, on the road again. There I am, up on the stage. Whoa. That's all I have, T. There's nothing left when the signal's going in and out. I don't have a full connection to talk to people. I have to just sing to myself. Either that or making boar attack sounds. That's all I have. That's all life has become. Oh, where does Batman go to the bathroom? The bat room. Lol. Bum, bum, beat up, bum, bum, beat bum, bum. Oh, signal's fine? Oh, okay. Well, that's good. At least I'm glad to hear signal's fine. How is it going, Winter Pal? I hope that you heard me when I thanked you very much for the subscription. That was very, very nice of you, and I really, really appreciate it. For the love of God, don't say it. Even Bob Seger's classic, Turn the Page. But it's a masterpiece, T. A masterpiece. Sing, the jokes are awful. That's the trick, Miz, is occasionally I'll sing to get T to want dad jokes because it's the lesser of two evils as far as she is concerned. It's a real big brain play to get the dad jokes flowing again. That was not Mr. Again. Love. Can't true pirates of that era. I icy out, and I wouldn't mind being just a little bit moist. Cool me down just a little bit. All right. Like that old rock and roll kind of music just soothes the soul. Reminisce about the day. Also, what we're doing today, pretty much all the way. Just checking. Dongles at least vomit, and the only one that like had any potential at all was call it. But apparently Starlink only works for stationary. Really, it doesn't work when you're walking over a wide area. If you use it correctly, it won't. So not being an option, the fact that it's possible. Actually, ended up being the best. Even though it is not a great option, that's all we have. We have 2 mobile hotspots with Verizon services attached, and we have 2 internal SIM cards in the encoder, but only one of them is working right now. Reader on the other one broke. So we literally forces of going in area where service is really bad for all service providers. It's just like adding services together. Service is the problem. That's okay. I'd say most we have about one, maybe bad service. Some have bad. A lot of them. Indiana is for having not. It's the best we can do. It's all we can do. It's honestly, I'm not impressed. Yeah, that's. Say though, not service has been better. Far. Two. And then like is just bad. Just not. Hey. Well, that is what it is. Found a great spot this night. Awfully jipper. Well, BTW. Thanks. Perfect. Beep, boop, beep, beep, boop, beep, boop. All right. Obviously, I don't know what the AT&T SIM card is reading right now, but like we should have decent signal. It shouldn't be roboting as much as it is. What I think is literally happening is I think one of these companies along this road has some sort of a signal jammer, especially the one down there, because it had all sorts of signs that said, you know, don't take pictures of this establishment and all that good stuff. So we'll see. Keep on marching and marching. We are behind you, pushing with you 100%, brother. Lil. Might go to Subway today. Well, you know that's where we're heading. Also, Force and Slow Run, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Hey, Danger Tater. Alright, we're going to keep on walking, though. Yeah, I think we're getting farther and farther away from the blocker, but I am 100% sure that there in the call. I don't know what it has, some blocker. We already went to some breakfast. Now we're heading to the other one for lunch. Grab dinner breakfast there for tomorrow, because the next after this one is for 2022, something like that. For the past and a half. So, for here, you know, walk United States of America from Boston, Massachusetts, where we left on May 1st, Santa Monica Pier in Santa Monica, California. The whole trip is going to span over 3,400 miles, take us anywhere from 5 to 6 to complete. And we're doing the entire trek eating nothing but food that you can buy at a Subway restaurant chain. All in partnership with a great charity organization called City Mountaineers, which is an organization that takes kids and adolescents from underprivileged communities out on adventures in nature in the wilderness. It's a really cool organization, and I'm really happy to be partnering up with them. Also, we are currently sponsored by Subway. They are paying for all of our food from here on out across the rest of the journey to Santa Monica. They are donating $10,000 to the Big City Mountaineers charity organization, and they are giving us a custom made-to-order baby stroller, which is awesome because we use a baby stroller to push all of our gear across the entire country so that we don't have to carry it on our backs. Thank you, T, for all the info. Have you been munching down on some good meatballs? Those Sammys are always kind of like a touch of home for me. My dad used to order them for us when I was a little kid. Always extra sauce over the top. I have been when I can get them. Unfortunately, meatballs just don't hold very well inside my backpack. They tend to get marinara sauce over everything else in there. So I can only get them when I can eat them in the restaurant. So we might get one later today. We'll see if our stomach's feeling up to it. Oh boy. I gotcha. I did have a couple on my couple days I took off there in Intrinsic. I had like 3 meatballs, I think, and a couple of chicken bacon ranch melts. My favorites. Totally understand. That's low. I also feel like, unfortunately, a meatball sub wouldn't hold very well on its own anyway. I used to take Subway subs into work every day. They're awesome for that. I mean, they'll hold. The ones I've been getting and holding have held for a while, so they'll all hold. That's why I didn't work at Subway at other places. Well, you don't have to take them to Subway if you work at Subway. You make them there. Foxy Grandpa, I have thought about it, man, but I have not tried it because that's a scary thought to me. I don't know why it's a scary thought. It sounds like it'd be pretty good. That's pretty much just bacon wrapped meatloaf, which my mom used to make when we were kids. So I'm sure it's pretty good, but I have not tried it yet. Meatball sub transports and keeps well. Does it do to vomit? It definitely doesn't transport well, I know that much, but does it keep well? But the only reason it doesn't transport well is because if it does spill, and when it does spill, it gets marinara sauce over everything I own. Which is not something I can risk at this juncture. I need to keep my belongings marinara sauce free for as long as possible. Could you imagine you put on a pair of shorts or a pair of pants one day and you just reach into the pockets to like put your phone in there or something like that, and you dip your hand in, there's just marinara sauce in the pocket? Like, how demoralizing would that be to your life? I commuted once, ate the thing several hours later, and never died. Lol, GG sub. He's marching 30 miles a day in the sun. The meatball subs ain't gonna last 8 hours. I'm sure they'd last 8 hours, but I'm not sure they're gonna make it past a day or two, you know? Like, if you're out there on day 3, you don't want to be eating a meatball sub. The signal cleared up? Oh, awesome. Thank you, Winter Pal. I appreciate that. Whew. Oh, boy. I think we took too long of a rest on those 2 days. And now getting back at it, it kind of feels like all my joints are grinding against each other. It ain't a great feeling. Now I see you were on a country road, lol. Nobody has ever experimented besides Sean. That's true. Well, according to my calculations and according to my observations in the field, the best sub for holding is a turkey bacon. Holds the longest. It's the only one I trust. Dehydrated meatballs. I feel like dehydrated hamburger doesn't work. I feel like it has to be hydrated in order to maintain its shape. Otherwise, it just crumbles and falls apart. Walk on the grass is better for your joints. I agree, too. And the problem is Mr. Wilson is fickle, and Mr. Wilson doesn't like walking on the grass. So I have to try to hold him and direct him on pavement while I walk on the grass. And a lot of times that's easier said than done. I had a Subway in your honor yesterday, Sean, an all-American sub. That sounds awesome, Winter Pal. I like how you guys keep saying that, though, in my honor. That's funny. No one else can ever walk on that grass. It's fine. No, I know. It's just Mr. Wilson. I can't control him on the grass. He does not handle very well on the grass. And it takes a lot more effort to push a baby stroller on the grass than it do on the street. It's one of those problems, right? It's like, he's super helpful, Mr. Wilson, because it's way better being able to push all your gear and equipment than it is carry it on your back. But every once in a while, he becomes a detriment. And you just got to deal with those parts to enjoy the good parts when he's helping you out. Oh, perfect. The street is gravel. It's asphalt. It's pavement. Oh boy, oh boy. All right. The only problem is we got a long ways to go today. And it's not great to start off not feeling great, you know what I mean? Because then by the end of the day, you're really not feeling great. We'll be alright though. Just gotta stop complaining and put your head down and keep on putting one foot in front of the other. That's all you got. What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. You know, you're right. It's very true. Lie to yourself. You're in the best shape of your life. Hey, Jax, how's it going? You're right. I will quit whining. Nobody likes a whiner. Lol. was just the encoder dying. No reason to worry about that one. That happens from time to time. Alright, thanks, T. I have to sing. Miz was absolutely right, T. The encoder decided to die because you made fun of my singing. Guess that joke was so good it broke the internet. Lol. Miz is delirious. Miz is absolutely right. I feel like we're not making a whole lot of progress today. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Oh, goodness. I'm just gonna lie down for a real quick second. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. Since everything's fine here, we're just good here. The property is laying down next to men working ahead. Lol. Everything's fine. It's all fine. Everything's good. It's all fine. All right, back at it. Just needed a short little lie down on the ground there. It was cozy. It was comfy, but time to get back at it. The big brown stain on his back gecko. Lol. Just smile. Oh boy. I'm just going across the country. This man holding up a sign that says "Stop at me." You think you have authority over? I'm not stopping. I'm just gonna keep on walking. Oh god. Sorry, T. Like I said, there comes a point where we all go insane, and apparently my breaking point. That's what had happened. At least we know. At least we know. I think that just means someone decided to paint them, T. The fire hydrant in front of our house looked like a Dalmatian. That was fun. I don't think there's actually any... And Miz, you know we're not going to stop. Unless, you know, there's a car coming the other way, then we might, but... Well, there isn't. This guy, he has authority here. We're going to show him he has none. Who do you think you are? Run. Oh, collecting your jar of hearts. Lol. The more you walk now, the quicker you'll be out of the human states. You're right, quicker we can get to Colorado. which, by the way, is not a great argument because then we're in the desert. How much will it suck when you find out that the bridge ahead is removed for repairs and the next closest bridge is 50 miles away? So we camp out waiting for the bridge to be out back. Gecko, it's happened before, man. It's happened to us twice before where we were coming across the bridge and the bridge was down, not cross it. The first time we had to go 5 miles out of our way to find another crossing. The second time, you guys let us go through. But it happens. It's a little stroller to have the right away. See, missed assignment, nothing to me. We didn't stop, we didn't even slow down. No T, but like, it meant nothing. Ignored it. High five, good job. I missed that one, Gecko. I thought I put it to this one up, but he is on his phone and not doing it. Flag man. Look, there's a coming, he doesn't even see it. Great. How's it going? Yeah, you love it. The D from yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw it. We did high that next one. So, and then we high. It was fun. Tell people won't know. Well, give you the high five already. That's the best I could do. You taking the time? Know why? Coming for the. He said, yeah, it was Gecko. This is a frustrating area with signal. That signal god challenge you. Who do you are? We're back. All right. I was just going to look at slug bug. That's scary. Let me see a little bit. Yeah. Literally have 3 bars on motors. I don't know what's going on. Alright. Maybe it's a loose connection. Let me just try. The next subway is at 1260 South Jefferson Road in Huntington. Five or 6 days I was worried. Hey, Silver Ashes. Yeah, we took about 4 days off. 2 days were for tech issues that we ended up getting resolved, and then the other 2 days were because we took 2 days off from walking throughout the peak of a heat wave that was really, really. So yeah, we avoided some nasty weather, and we got to rest up. So it was like a double whammy. Alright, so continue down this street and take your next left across the bridge, and that'll get us to where we're going. Thank you. It's a bumpy wreck on the road because it's not a bumpy road. Alright, so we're not allowed to, because now we are in Huntington. We have solid signal. I've checked multiple times. I'm sure it is a little bit T because it feels hot to the touch, but at the same time, like, what? Because if it's gonna overheat, why didn't it overheat yesterday when it was way hotter than it is today? Here. But hopefully it clears up now. And I really think that one company's blocker on it that really just made it tough. And so I'm thinking now that we're past that company, I hope. And then when they were doing electrical work, you know how electrical lines can interfere with Santa Monica is real close. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's any beaches, but there is definitely a subway in Huntington, which is what matters to us. Yep, that's what we're here for. A place to eat food. You know what else is kind of a bummer? Is like on really hot days like here, I'm really craving like cold foods, like ice cream or just something to cool the internal body temperature. And Subway doesn't have a whole lot of options for cuts. Like get a Supreme Meats or an Italian sandwich or something like that, but that's about it. We're about to go over it. Subway had an ice cream machine. That'd be cool. That's true. I could get the froyo and the smoothies. Alright, if there's a McDonald's, strawberry banana or smoothie. For some reason, just have like a million songs stuck in my head today, which means T's gonna have to let out lines from them as they come up. I can't stop them. This is just what nature has intended for today. Ah, wait. Awesome. This bridge we're gonna go over does not have a sidewalk, I do not think. I have a confession. Just eats and got some McFlurry ice creams, tiramisu, OMG to die for. Sorry, Subway, for the betrayal. That's okay, Miz. I am the Dairy Queen in town. That's fair. My defense is 35 degrees in the room I am in. I do not blame you at all, Miz. Sidewalk, it's just on the other side. Look at that. Look at that. We're across here, even though they're respect my pedestrianisms. Can we Billy's asphalt and seal coating? I mean, if it's on Uber, Billy and his work slash coating work. Pretty, I like this river. Quick. I think as much as I can turn, you guys won't. Over the little river. It's a nice river. That's a tough position to be in. I'm telling you, AC really is a game changer. It's actually the worst possible thing to do right now because I get seconds of enjoyment to leave and get back, like walking. And once you leave cool air, life is never the same. I saw a couple of baby ducks. It was pretty tuna. See, it's pretty views like that and worthwhile, right? That's what they say. You know, it's called a weird name for it. It was not very little. Just keep walking. We're almost there, Subway. I don't know what sandwich I'm gonna get when I get, but I am gonna sit and rest my knees. I'm not gonna rest the day. Like I gotta get another 7 or 8 miles in to get to the top. So I want a little bit of a break through the hottest part of the day and those later, but I'd rather get that I can just rest at the end of the day. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Part of me just wants to blitzkrieg the day, you know, and get it done so that I can just rest. I don't think I have the knees for it at the moment. I don't think they can hold up to a blitzkrieg. We might have to take this one slow. Ah, a bagel. Oh, we won't. Although I was about to say, it's like a real nice feeling that comes with making a giant truck like that move out of the way for you. Kind of makes it empowering. Like you could take on the world. Like, come at me, truck. It also helps to walk with the mentality that, like, if they hit you, they just pay off your student loans. It's a win-win. You walk so many days way over 20 miles, don't keep pushing so hard. Gee, I have to. The problem is, right, is so averaging right now, I think we're averaging 2 miles a day that are off the beaten route, off the beaten track, with like that goes towards where we walk to get to the subways, that goes towards like where we walk to find places to stay, and then just extra steps taken that go towards setting up our tent and getting everything set up at the end of the day, right? So even though we're walking something like that, it's actually like we're only walking 20 miles a day. And then on days where we only walk 20, it's like we're actually only walking 8. Yeah, and then when we take days off, like the 2 we just had, it sets us even farther behind. So it's way easier to fall behind than it is to get ahead, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Do you actually sound a little sassy when slow, or was it slow? So slow. You suck in math, though. Go for physics. Math is one of my best subjects. Lol. No, I always feel like this constant pressure to have to do as close to like 30 as possible every day. But I also try not to push it because, you know, it's falling apart. So, we gotta walk a fine line there where we push the body fall apart. Also, Yogi, I was just talking about it. I'm trying to get some sort of a cold Sammy, something that might cool down my internal body temperature, because it's a hot one out. I don't know that Subway really has any options for like a cold Sammy. Obviously, we could do cold cuts, and that'll work. Something to cool my insides. I think his body is saying, "Hey, mister, I am steak and ice cream and cold beers," followed by a sauna and massage. I went a little hard. Stay off there. I went a little hard on beers, which I'm sure is one of the reasons I ate the morning of the second day off. So what I'm saying is, I think I'm doing my cold beer allowance. Listen, you buddy, your knees aren't to be messed with. Go and drink some dairy. Isn't there like a heat wave right now? Take it easy. We're unfortunately to the moment, we're in the window where the heat wave has passed, but the next one is on its way. So for now and then the next 2 days, it's going to be a little bit cool, back up into the 90s after that. Get a couple of ice to go. Cold cut combo. Mike full of Trey's bourbon for $22 at a bottle at Sam's Club. Everywhere else is $28. Nice, Birchie. Beers. Now we know the rest of the story. They're very patriotic here, Tuna Vomit. And as the story goes, there was a bar that was next to the hotel I was in, and I went to that bar, and I met a Scott there. Scott was some sort of insurance salesman or something, but he was hyped doing on the journey, and let's just say I was feeling Scott's hype train. 2 kids talking about it the whole time, like smacking each other on the shoulders and stuff. It was pretty funny, actually. And then we both got up from the subway that was right across the street and started taking selfies with each other in front of the subway signs. It was interesting, but it was nice. Hey, Arky, how's it going? Marked as spam now. No, America, especially this part of America, is very proud to be American, which is good. I like a little patriotism. It's good stuff. I live in a house like that on the left, and the car in the yard, and everything. It's so Midwest. It really is a very, very Midwest vibe. I feel that. I feel that a lot. Alright, I don't even know if it's worth it to use these sidewalks. These sidewalks are in pretty bad shape. Water holding. If you can call them that, T, they're in rough shape, these sidewalks. Whew. Alright, we're gonna try. We're gonna struggle right through this whole lot. And so quiet, no cars. Out of nowhere though, right, Miz? I feel like we were getting driven by cars 24/7 just a second ago. Nothing. Hi, shady trees. Head is nice. Indiana has some of the nicest houses I've seen so far, like across. I really like the designs. The area I was walking through at the end of the day yesterday was like, it was a wealthier area, but there were some big houses with a lot of lawns, a lot of yardage, and a lot of them had like those fancy gates up for them. It's pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna go walk. Ridiculous. So many contacts Subway mowing to Edge's property. We're in the shade, there's only bits. Nice. Whoa. We're gonna go back over here for the sidewalk. We're good though. Tuna vomit as we can to the Subway so we can go sit in the AC while we eat our sandwiches and plan for the next bit of this voyage here. Yeah. There's also, for some reason, and it's a good reason, whatever it is, Indiana as well, which is awesome because it means I generally can find a pretty easy place to sleep, which is cool. I bet your baby would end up with shaken baby syndrome with these. I guarantee that they would. These sidewalks are not made for responsible fathers. We're going to take a left on South Bryan Street. All right. Heritage Park, all aboard. I don't know what that means. Cool. Ah, good. I'm glad this sidewalk just... Back up to the street. Oh boy. Need a Peloton couch in the chat. Well, third road on the left. Thank you very much, Steve. GG sidewalk. all the time doing a vomit, but you just find a sidewalk that lasts about 50 feet and then just stops. Or 150 feet and then just stops. Also, check out this sidewalk that's more grass than sidewalk. The mow across America. Lol. At this point, I feel like I probably should, right? Just bring a lawnmower instead of a baby stroller. Walk my way across. Shake. Oh, God. Alright, how do you guys feel about this? Are you getting seasick sitting? I think this is trespassing now. We're good. It's all good. Everything's good. It's all fine. Everything's fine. I don't know about that, man. We have seen some really bad sidewalks. Are you actually trying to loosen our cables? That's all I got. This is all the world's given me for sidewalks. Partner with mowing companies across America to raise awareness for sidewalks. Strollers, this baby thing. Yeah, tuna vomit. If you type an exclamation mark cram like T just did, there's a clip right there that'll show. Wilson needs inertial dampeners. Wilson needs a lot of those. Wilson's gonna need therapy. I mean, look at this. Look at this. They expect me to walk across this in front of us. It doesn't even. I bet you guys can't even see the sidewalk in this right now. All right, we're in it. I wonder if people driving weird sounds at my baby stroller and wonder what's going on. Alright, we did it. We made it. We're just gonna cross here. How's that? Like you? All that septic over here. I wanted to turn there, T, but that sidewalk was looking pretty bad. Pretty bad. Alright, now what do we got? Oh, God. Oh, much farther than I thought. That's alright, we're gonna be good. It's all fine. It's all good. What is this? This is like not even a sidewalk. This is like loosely fitting bricks that someone just placed out here. It's really nice. It's a really nice porch. Really nice porch furniture. I kind of like, but I'm not going to because that'd be weird if you looked outside and just saw a stranger with a stroller sitting in the porch. Just gotta make it to Subway. That's all. We're coming, baby. Coming from. You could be in Spain walking on cobblestones. Low. So my Lowell, where I grew up, right, has an entire cobblestone district where the roads and sidewalks are all made out of cobblestones and on people's suspensions. Final stretch, baby. Yes. You get going. If you were heading to 2207 North Jefferson Street, is located at the north end of town. You were heading the opposite direction. No, Principal, we were headed 1260 South Jefferson. 1260 South Jefferson. Hey, Sally, how's it going? Groupie things, but it's... What is this route? Like, seriously, part of me just wants to walk on the street. There's so many cars coming. Half a second. I'm chasing down this male woman that's in front of us. Tune was atypical, but it is not. This is what most of the U.S. has been like. It just feels like the infrastructure is not favorable for Alright, we're going. We're in this. Look at that. This street is so freshly paved that, like, you try to go on the sidewalks and it's impossible. How is that fair? Google Maps only shows one subway. Well, that's interesting. I hope this one's still here. Otherwise, we're not in for a good time. I looked it up on Google Maps earlier today. It is listed in my being temporarily closed, but when I looked it up today, it said it was open. So, fingers crossed it's working. Yes, a nice catch with the dog OT. It's sad you can see people do walk on that anyways. Well, the other thing, right now, car centric, that's true. But the nice thing is if I wasn't pushing a stroller, like, it would still be pretty easy to walk. But because I am pushing the stroller, it's much harder to walk on them, you know? So most people who don't have the stroller are fine walking on it. But for me, it becomes slightly more difficult. Claim single-family answer housing that doesn't require a car. It's all in how it's zoned. So, I decided what I have to do. I think I'm gonna. So I'm gonna go get myself the sandwich. Probably close there. Unfortunately, I have my. I'll eat it. Plan out. Oh boy, maybe we'll come around. Almost. Yeah, me. This is I have the South Jefferson one, but on the hill box is made of tiki tack. That's good to know there's a baseball park there, though, because if we got to come get headed west, it's a nice place to take a little break. Subway site only has one. Well, we're about to find out. And I guess if I have to run my way across the city to get to the location you guys are talking about, but we'll see. That is so much different. You basically walk a marathon per day. You're an ultra man. something like doing like somewhere 20 to 30 miles a day. It's a lot of miles. Some days we do over. Says South Jefferson is permanently closed. Perfect, T. I mean, I'm not questioning you. Like I said, my initial Google up this morning, it said it was open, so we're gonna find out. And then, like I said, if it is permanently closed, at the park there, and we had breakfast like food right now, so I hit that after our break. But we're gonna find out. Tracking my vitals just at the end of the day and the start of the day, the old-fashioned way, Yogi, like that at the start and at the end of the day. If I feel something's wrong, I'll do it in the middle of the day. But if everything, so I check, heart rate, resting heart rate, make sure everything's fine and good, and we're all doing good. Alright. That's the unfortunate thing, though, is like when we get here and we do find out that it is permanently closed, and the only open one is the one on the north end today, which isn't great. We don't like adding mileage, but it is what it is, You gotta do what you gotta do. And I think the next subway on our route after this one in Huntington isn't for like 23 miles or something like that, so we are going to have to hit this one up because we can't just skip it. Let's see. Is the bike shop a short detour from here? Cool. Yogi, I don't think we need anything at a bike shop. Alright, let's see what do we got here. Let's see. Again, we're in an area with lots, which is fine. It's all good. A little bumpy, but it's fine. Oh my! All good. The way at street. Hey, I'm sure you're all right. I'm sure. I looked up because we're already so much closer to this one. It's worth taking the extra to see if it is open rather than just turning around and going all the way. Because if by chance Google messed up or something, we're going to, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm right here. You know? You're right, though. Giving them a call would work just fine. Well, it's the address for this one is 1260, and we're passing by 1274 right now, you know? Number is no longer in service. Hey, big, how's it going? You guys are right. Yeah, we're past it. It's that building over there that's now Save on Liquor. You guys were absolutely right. It's not here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go walk on over to the park, take a little break before I walk on over to that Subway. And it's right there, and I can probably get a little rest. That's it. So on I'm probably going to call stream for here from the park across town. Something to eat and for that we. But it depends on what we're getting for service. Obviously, we're still getting some service problems right now, which isn't great. So we'll have to wait and